football fans, it is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Gators will kick it away to start. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Seminoles offense takes the field for the first time today. Last meeting was a classic as the Gators pulled out a close one.
Guys, it's a rivalry game that gets circled in the offseason, and for Gator fans in Gainesville and across the country, they have been bragging all year long after that win last season.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Dropping back, it's Berry. Throwing right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Noles will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Florida Gators offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Wants to fire on second down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Keene. With the catch, it's Hooks. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. It's complete to the right. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
The Gators have their offense in high gear. They'll try the run. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
To the air, it's Pringle. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Florida! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Wide open downfield. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history of Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
And the Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the toss to the left. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996, the year Danny Werfel won the Heisman Trophy. So this game always means a lot.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the gun, the ground game. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at that. So again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. On the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield. He's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
To the air, it's Berry. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 10 over East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. Receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Short gain on the play before he slides. The Seminoles in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man! Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Lemon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hooks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He lets it fly. He's got it inside the 15. Steps out of bounds. He's all the way down to the 13-yard line, and they are in scoring territory. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it first and 10 from the 13. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
That's so frustrating for a quarterback. He sees an open guy, he's ready to rip the football, and then all of a sudden, one of those defensive ends gets a big mitt in the air. And
got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. The Noles want to crank the tempo. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the defense got him at the 27.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone when my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On target. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Seminoles. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Right back to the well. Turns it on at midfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime. And
the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Kansas is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Lawrence deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 17 to UCF. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Sperry. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
He'll throw it. Hauls it in. He's inside the 10. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. Looking to throw. Under fire. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators and Noles. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Noles will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee and... We'll start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Well, the defense was trailing going into halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll give it to the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The short hands, it's Lemon. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Berry. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work, fourth time he's punted tonight. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Going with the ground game left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Making side adjustments here. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Working that left side now. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback on the keeper. He breaks the tackle. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
This crowd on edge, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Berry. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Florida comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Floating away. Fires to the big fella. Hard running there. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Now on first down from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking for a man. It's Sperry. That's caught. It's Jackson. Quick step and go. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Handoff from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The option look. Running to Green. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. They'll run it. It's Jackson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Going for 6. Touchdown, Florida State. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Keene. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Going right to work up top. The quick out. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Caught near the sticks, it's Jackson. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Here comes the offense on second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on fourth down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back, who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands. But the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The hand to the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign.
There he goes. Past the 30. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Oh, they blocked the extra point. How about that? It looked like disaster. They wind up with a 2-point conversion. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Heaves it deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
The offense in hurry-up mode.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Sperry. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Noles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. This offense has it with really good field position. The give as they work on that clock.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. He'll try the left side. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's the give off the left side. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's still a 1-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Georgia State. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Creates a little space. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on! Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making checks. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.